Does anyone else want to explain this one?
What if you like had a planet of farmers and then Skeletor? That was barbarous. It's like,
It's full of
I'm going
poison.
to torment the populace with my army of undead soldiers. Said like the barbarian necromancer, who's like also, hey, Mortarian, I'm going to put you in a tower that's high enough that you'll feel like you've got asthma, but not too high that you'll die. It's in a perfect sweet spot, and every time you adjust, I'll make it a little bit taller. Said like,
He sounds like Count Binface.
oh, tragedy. I can't believe he didn't win the election. They got like 9,000 votes or something.
Whatever.
Oh, that would have been amazing.
No one knows what we're talking about.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to Lorecrimes. Hello. We hope you're all doing very well, and we got some exciting news, everyone. Today's episode is actually sponsored by Warhammer 40,000 Tacticus. Would you look at that?
Warhammer 40,000 Tacticus is an exciting turn-based tactical strategy game set within our favourite universe, the grimdark future of Warhammer 40,000. Tacticus gives players the opportunity to command over 120 champions from 22 playable factions you know and love. This August, Tacticus is celebrating its 4th anniversary with a special 2-week event. All players can participate and access exclusive content, rewards, special offers and daily missions. At the heart of the anniversary celebration is the new epic Crusade mode, which is now available in Tacticus. Crusade mode introduces a large-scale military campaign in which 2 opposing sides battle for galactic victory. The Imperials embark on a crusade, whilst Chaos and all present Xenos factions stand against them. Each guild chooses a side, and every player selects a faction within their guild side. Together they battle for control for roughly 96 planets across the galactic map. Every player's score contributes to the progress of their faction, guild and side throughout the season. A series of leaderboards offers special rewards to the top guilds and players globally, as well as the best faction within each planet conquest. The side controlling the most planets at the end claims galactic victory. What we love about Tacticus is the opportunity to interact with champions we have grown up loving. We are all massive fans of Warhammer lore, and the ability to immerse yourself in this game alongside friends makes it an absolute must-try. The attention to detail on the champions really shows the passion the developers have for the game. But more than just lore, Tacticus offers the opportunity to engage in a deeply strategic system. Every position, every move, and even your champion's attack range matters. So each tactical decision can make the difference between victory and defeat. Click our link in the description below, or scan the QR code on screen to try out Warhammer 40,000 Tacticus today. Thank you Tacticus for sponsoring this video.
With that said, for now, Hal, what are we talking about today?
Yay, someone believed in us. Hell yeah, boys. Today is a very fun episode, guys. Unfortunately, Colin will not be able to make this one because his house dying. His house is in a storm. He's literally in a storm.
He's flying around in a tornado right now.
Like flooded basement plus storm, no internet,
Electricity's out.
calamity. It's ridiculous.
Yes, and we just thought, speaking of places, we thought in lieu of Colin having his home being messed with, we're talking about HOMEWORLDS. That transition is elite. We're talking about chapter HOMEWORLDS. We're going to rank them. We're going to see which one is the best. Where's vacation next, and which one you wouldn't be caught dead in, or basically you will die on it. And we've got a nice smattering today. We've got the legendary ones. If it's one that's got one sentence, get him out of here. We're not talking about some world where it's like, and then it was filled with honorable women and they were really tough and really burly, the usual Space chapter line or whatever.
What do you mean by that?
It's not happening.
What do you mean by that?
What does
he mean by this? I'm just waffling. Let's just go to the tier list. Bro's not bringing up the tier list. I'm still waffling. Yes. It's a tier list for you guys. And of course, if you're listening to Lorecrimes, obviously we're on Spotify, all that other good stuff. And if you want to catch us live on Fridays, where they have the unedited podcast, you have all the donations, all the funny stuff people make, basically tearing us down and making us feel terrible. You can catch them in our Discord as well. The unedited video is linked there if you want to catch it.
Yeah, and so we've gone through and here's the thing, I made the tier list, right? It's really neat and tidy because there's like a lot of worlds, and then for some reason Nuceria doesn't have any art, so there's no Nuceria. So we got all the like main Space Marine fellas. Then we added chapter logos for some of the more prominent ones, and I will say a lot of everyone's favorite chapters are fleet based. So you're not going to get much
Boo.
luck with this one. And we've also, just for fun, added some Astra Militarum ones on the end. But before we start tallying them up, what are we grading them on? Like, what is a quote good homeworld? Is it safety? Is it fun? Is it how useful it is to the what are we like the Imperium? What are we doing? What are we talking?
How
like
cool it is.
how
maybe
cool it is?
Maybe just living there, what it's like to live there, because surely that's the best. That's the best way to rank something.
Day in the life of a true nocturne geezer, a massive dragon. Love it. What it's like? Okay,
You what, mate?
You what, mate?
What?
But a bit left field. These are alphabetized. We're actually going to start with Aurelia, the Blood Raven's homeworld, and you might be able to tell from this picture, it's kind of broked. What thoughts?
I believe it got attacked by, or is it Dawn of War 2? The Tyranids did a quick munching.
Quick munch,
I believe.
Yeah, you fight on it in at least one Dawn of War, right?
Yeah. We should say Aurelia is definitely dead, because they had the epic gamer move of Gabriel Angelos declaring Exterminatus. But this is still going to be about how was it to live on Aurelia. I guess in all sense, before the Tyranids clapped it, it was actually probably not that bad. It's quite like an average citizen world. Had a few hive cities, I believe, but it also had like lots of like jungle and forest. And there's like, even it's in Dawn of War 2, Eli, there's some maps which had like temples and other places in it. So it might have been quite nice, maybe a bit dangerous, not like Tyranid or Kaschan dangerous, but maybe pretty good. I would probably go A for Aurelia. Milk.
It sounds fun.
You milk drinker.
How was indeed gooning before stream?
I'm not being talked down by some milk drinker, some milk drinker over here.
Guernsey milk is the best milk in the
Go back to that Nora.
Milk. I'll have you know. Milk's fine. What are you on about? Are you lactose intolerant? What's this about? What's this?
Do you fight Chaos on Aurelia too? Is all of Dawn of War 2 on Aurelia?
I'm going to also add Cyrene, which is Gabriel Angelos' homeworld, just because they're kind of connected.
I thought he was from Aurelia. Is he not from Aurelia?
He's from Cyrene, because he's like, my dad. I came back and my dad was like corrupted, so I nuked the planet because my dad, Gabe, my Gaben. What do you mean you nuked your dad? I nuked my dad because it wasn't like chaos corruption. It's like, I think we should try democracy. It's like, nuke the planet, blow it up. So
I don't know anything about this
place. I didn't even know this place existed, to be honest.
Should we put it in B? I think maybe B tier for like average world in the Imperium, both of them, because therefore it's like that's like a baseline. Like A is good, B is like average for both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Okay. Sure. Aurelia and B.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What about Cyrene? Both of them.
Probably slightly nicer.
I don't know nothing about it.
I know that that Aurelia, didn't it come back, and that was when the former chapter master was like, I'm going to resurrect Aurelia. Came out of the void, came out of a warp storm, and now I'm evil.
I'm pretty sure I might be. Yeah, I might have been confusing the two, but I'm pretty sure at least one had a chaos uprising, and they're both just destroyed. But it wasn't that bad before.
Yeah. Sure, the B's fine. We should keep going.
This one's like human rights and voting, and they're like, nuke. Ball. And it's two lovely moons.
Oh my god.
Not that I've been big into Blood Angels lore, but it seems pretty awful to live on.
They don't let you progress beyond like scavenger or tribesman on purpose on Ball, so that you just remain bloodthirsty enough. They need stone cold, they need Austin, stone cold killers, on Ball. I will say, I think, isn't it Bal Prime is the actual planet, and
you've got Bal. Is it Bal Primus and then Bal Secundus are the moons,
and
so
Bal
Bal
4.
and then it's like Bal Primus, Bal Secundus, and the Bal Primus and Secundus are the moons, I think.
No, Bal
me
Primus is
check.
the planet. Bal Secundus is where the Blood
I
Angels
don't know. I don't know.
Bal Secundus is definitely where the Blood Angels have their fortress monastery. Is where Dante is from. So we know, like, we get a kind of
the moons are Bal Primus and Secundus. It's
What's
Bal,
what's the planet?
Bal Primus,
Bal
and Bal
Primus.
Secundus. Yeah. I was like, I'm sure it's yeah.
I'm sure
They
they've
were
got
just
a
like-
third moon as well. This is getting ridiculous.
Hal loves Bal. Hal loves Bal. He loves all the balls,
Warhammer.
actually. He loves
Warhammer,
balls.
sort
In
out
my
your
hand.
bowels. Come on, there's too much complication with your bowels. See a doctor.
Bal technology. It really sucks to live on Bal.
Yeah,
If Dante's
truly.
life is any example, you grow up as a tribesman in the Salt Plains. They call him a salty, which is fun. I guess that's a slur on Bal. And you are basically desperate for water all the time. There's quite a few desert creatures that can kill you instantly. There's thirst water, which is not water. We talked about it last episode. Yeah, and then if you're really, really lucky, and they're like, you get to be the best, you get to have the experience of like the best citizen on the planet, you can join the Blood Angels, where you stride across deserts, mountains, you go up to a cliff, you make fake bird wings, you dive off the edge of a cliff and fly over heat vents and like winds to basically the Blood Angels Fortress Monastery, like training area. You're picked apart by vultures in midair, and they kill. And by the way, you're like 13. You make it to the trials. They separate you. You shave your head. You walk across the desert for a full day, and if you stumble, they kill you. You try not to fall asleep for that. You make it to this training area, and you're divided into different groups as children, and the different groups have to do a task where they end up basically fighting to the death and murdering each other with spears. And the successful group is then given another challenge where they have to kill either their friends or basically a target someone they wouldn't want to kill, but is important for their growth and loyalty to the chapter. And once you do this, you're then taken to the Fortress Monastery, and that's pretty sweet. But then you have to stay up again for another week or 24 hours, and if you fall asleep, they kill you. So
what you're saying is D tier. You're saying D.
Doesn't sound great. I feel like there's worse though.
Yeah, but
I missed one.
Fair,
I missed one point. Horrific radiation. Horrific radiation. The only reason some of them ever lived beyond, I think it was Dante's dad, everyone's going, he's old. He's in his 30s.
Yeah, but we have that every day, Hal. You and I.
No, but like he was old age.
Like he's unk. Dante's dad is unk, said the populace.
Because most of them all die from radiation poisoning, and only if you go to the Blood Angels chapter do you actually get treatment, and that's how you're able to survive. So D.
Yeah,
elite ball knowledge, by the way.
Also, the first water is like not even just like a weird water; it's a parasite that like tricks you and be like, come on, drink me," and then it drinks you, and you're like, "What? No, don't drink me." So that's messed
balls
up.
Are with D as they should be.
All
right,
Barbarousse, not the Belarus, Barbarousse.
Does anyone else want to explain this one?
Necromancer planet sucks. What if you like had a planet of farmers and then Skeletor? That was barbarous. It's like,
it's full of
I'm going to
poison.
torment the populace with my army of undead soldiers. Said like the barber and necromancer, who's like also, hey, Mortarian, I'm going to put you in a tower that's high enough that you'll feel like you've got asthma, but not too high that you'll die. It's in a perfect sweet spot, and every time you adjust, I'll make it a little bit taller. Said like,
he sounds like Count Binface.
Oh, tragedy. They can't believe he didn't win the election. They got like 9,000 votes or something.
Whatever.
Oh, amazing.
No one know what we're talking about. But
sucks. Barbara sucks.
Yeah.
We'll put it in D. I'll put it like lower than Baal.
Poison planet, where you're hunted by necromancers and zombies.
Yeah, lovely.
Not my favorite weekend.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
it made Mortarian, so
Yeah.
But could you imagine like the emotional damage as well of being like, oh, I'm just trying to like till the field, and then like an army approaches of undead, and it's like some of them are your relatives most likely, and there's just like some git who's just tormenting. Like what is their? Why are they tormenting the planet? It's like, I hate farmers, I hate agriculture. I don't know if they explained why the necromancers were doing it, but it's just like, why are you this evil?
Oh,
What is
I
wrong
remember,
with you?
because they each have like different fiefdoms, and so the
Yeah.
actual people are meat for their armies to battle the other necromancers.
Yeah, but it's just like, but
In a
what is there
pointless
to
war.
fight for? Like, oh, I want the poison marsh for myself. Like, that's it. You don't
Me
want like
fighting over the next shithole against the next homeless man.
you don't want like a chalet or like a nice like holiday resort. It's just like, no, I want the swamp. More undead. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that is horrendous.
I want to put like, are we gonna put the lower the tier, the worse it is?
I think
Yeah.
Barbarous is worse than Baal.
Yeah, so like the lowest of the bottom tier. Okay. Caliban.
Forests are nice.
But it's full of lots of monsters.
So you get to be a cool knight.
Well, some
you used
people
to.
do.
I don't know
Like,
how
you
it is
become
nowadays. It
huge.
probably sucks nowadays.
Well, it's not
Well,
there anymore.
considering it's dead. Most of the time,
been-
people you live as like a typical medieval peasant. So if you can imagine that life, it's not the worst. It's probably better than being in a hive city, to be honest. You cannot put it in A though. That would it was considered a death world though because of the
it's probably
horrendous
C
beasts.
tier. You always have to worry about monsters coming out of the forest and just killing you.
Yeah.
But the general living conditions are probably not that bad.
Well, they have like candles and basic like you got to go poo outside in an outhouse. But then on the other end of the spectrum, it's like I have some power armor and I do have like a laser gun. You're like, we are writing on vellum with our quills. But also check out this like rocket launcher. I ride a horse, but also like check out this like slightly like cool Humvee. Like Caliban's strange because it's kind of cyberpunk-esque.
Yeah. I have a villager,
Sounds kind of cool.
actual medieval villager. I think C tier as
Yeah.
well.
Probably, yeah.
C tier makes sense. C tier makes sense.
Okay.
C.
I believe this is Caphonia. Let me just double check.
Gross.
Ooh,
Oh no, this is
high-
Chemos. Sorry, this is Chemos.
Oh.
Fulgrimheim. Mining.
Oh,
Planet.
This depends
It
though.
was
Doesn't
great.
it? Like,
Yeah.
What
It's
do you mean
not
it's
great
great?
anymore. It was great.
What do you mean it was great? It's like, oh, I
It
got
was really nice when Fulgrim got his stuff going.
There's loads of asbestos. Oh, everywhere.
It was really nice for like, I don't know, a few decades.
Hmm.
Couple 100 years, I don't know.
yeah, he
Before
did
that-
transform it.
Before that, it was just like the Prince of Egypt on repeat. It's just
Yeah.
like, oh, deliver us. And then Corvus is like, that's my thing. Oh, sorry, Corvus. Sorry.
You know that
but yeah,
meme
it's
about
like-
the meme about the person like when they make a movie in like the desert and they always add in that like music and then they make it all wavy and stuff on like
and then the best song was just like la 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 la. Also, the musical's rubbish. They only used 2 songs in the original. I saw it in London. I was like, this is a rip-off. And then like at the end, Ramesses reunites with him and he's like, oh, we're friends now. I'm like, no.
I think this
Bad
maybe goes
music.
in B tier because at one point it was pretty dog shit, but
Yeah.
there was also
Well-
a window of time where it was really nice.
Well, like bear in mind, Hal, I would say like really long period of it not being great, sliver of it being good, and then the Dark Angels, I believe, blew it up. So I'm like, there is a like silver lining, but I feel like the majority was still, oh, my machine for cutting blocks is broken, and I've got asbestos in my lungs, and I can't afford a bed.
maybe
Chemos.
C
Yeah,
for Chemos.
I guess it could go C
And there's
tier.
not the fun of like, how did you die? Like, I was eaten by like a chimera. Kim was like, I died of like,
They couldn't feed me, so they had to shoot
Dust.
myself.
I have a dust allergy, and this planet is made of dust. Like, oh, Oh no!
I mean, it's not quite Prospero. So yeah,
Chagoris S tier.
no, it's not, Andy.
Why not? Why not? Because here's the counter, Hal, from what I just said, where it was like big bad, little sliver destroyed, bad, united, still untouched by the Mechanicus, and really nice.
It sounds pretty nice. Sounds pretty
Other
S tier to
than-
me.
Other than being in a constant state of warring tribes,
Yeah, but you get a nice vista.
where you get like the bow and arrow is like the greatest technology.
Yeah,
I'd rather that than the Mechanicus.
I mean, to be fair, also Chagoris is pretty beautiful. There ain't no horrendous fauna that it speaks of. Maybe it's the first one that goes in A tier, because it's not like you know, the best. You know, you're still gonna die of gum disease.
Because the thing is, like, it's like Medusa and Chagoris are similar in that there are rival tribes that fight for dominance, but Medusa is just like there is no sunlight. You live in like Jawa-esque dune crawlers, and everyone's like hardy, and they're cutting off their limbs, and they're saying swears. But like Chagoris is like we get to enjoy like hunting and calligraphy. We drink a bunch of milk. Eli likes milk. See, I'm playing to.
I think someone did point
Sphinxes.
out the Red Corsairs did fuck it up a bit.
Yeah,
but,
but
like,
it's like a
what's
tiny, it's like a tiny part of history.
That's a Tuesday in Warhammer.
There's
like
also
Macrae.
a, isn't
Macrae
there a
had
theory
bad
that
day.
there's actually a Necron tomb beneath it?
I've not heard that.
What Medusa?
There's a hint in a short story about like a Necron ship. Yeah, there might be a Necron tomb world underneath it.
When Medusa, not Chagoris.
No, Chagoris, yeah. It's like a
Where
theory.
did you read this, Hal?
From 40k Theories himself. From
I want a
40k
source on
Theories
that.
himself.
It's like, I can understand Medusa because it's like the origin story of Ferris, but I'm like, really? I want to see receipts on that.
Is there going to be any S tier worlds on this list? Is there going to be anything nicer than
Ultramarine places are pretty amazing. Yeah, I was going to say Macrae's on this list.
You're right.
Yeah,
they can go in A tier.
Yeah. Okay. Colchis, or what's left of it? Not much.
It wasn't that bad, I think.
It wasn't that bad.
40k Theories, the hidden secrets of Chagoris. Thank you very much. 7 years.
No, but I want an actual receipt from the video. Like, I'm not watching a video. I make my own videos.
I'm not watching a guy who made it, the video. I have receipts. Yes. Oh, the receipts are in video form. Never mind. Never mind. Can't
anyway,
deal with that.
Colchis.
I sent you that.
Colcheeks. Okay, thank you.
Colchis, the way they describe it, it wasn't that bad, unless there's a little bit of like, as they say, lil religious uprising. Little bit. Just a tad. A few times. I think it was a bit of a you know, that happened a few times. It is just mostly desert. It's hot, and then it's cold for a long time because its rotation is really slow.
Counter argument: the two worst people in the setting came from this planet. There must have been some environmental factors. Cortheron was like, "Oh, here's a Primarch," and unlike Luther, who's like, this young boy in the woods, poor thing, let me like look after him. He was just like, "You will join my band of wandering carnival people, and I'm going to whip you." And then Erebus is like, "I'm going to pull the legs off insects." Like, there's something wrong. Like, isn't it also the case that like Colchis has like a deep-seated chaos corruption, which is why it was so easy to like seep in
their original religion?
They praise like the ancient chaos.
Yeah, they kind of like many worlds. There's like a voodoo-esque kind of like offshoot of chaos. Not like full on they're sacrificing people, but more like they worship the
primordial
like,
truth.
Yeah, or like the four horsemen or something like that. Like there's some other kind of. It's
what,
not bad.
What is Colchis nowadays? Does it even exist?
It's Dark Angels blew it up.
Yeah,
it's blowed up. All the traitor, maybe the it was the Ultramarine. Sorry, yeah, because Olympia was gone, Nostromo was gone because they did it by their own, and then it's like they blew up Caphonia, Colchis. They blew up Chemos. And there's like the whole Remus Fontanus where he's like, this is from a crack. He's like, no, this is for Calf, and he plants the banner in the sun before they like blow it up. and the Iron
Okay.
Hands Council is there, and they're like,
Council's
we just
an
want to
active
blow them up.
self-defense.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'd say,
I don't know. This probably it was
and
compared to Warhammer places, it was probably pretty nice.
B tier, maybe
be
top
fair.
of B.
And then
one
after
other,
Lorgar did his thing, it was really, really nice for a little bit.
one other caveat, Hal can back me up on this. The UK has just endured like over a month of heat waves. We've had like 5. The idea of living on a planet where it's just hot all the time and it's a desert planet, I would loathe living there after a month in the UK with over 30 degrees.
And
I
you
hate
find
that's
out people live
different,
in the
though. They
Middle
have-
East. People live in
It's-
Africa. People live in the Middle East.
Yeah, it's not that bad. I think it goes top
Yeah,
of
but
B.
then
'cause it's
there's
not-
a Norway you can go to chill out. Like if the whole planet is a like, oh god,
They do
there's
mention
just
like
nowhere.
all the cities are on the coastlines because you can't like be anywhere else. I would say
Right.
it goes top of B because
Australia.
it's okay,
Yeah, it must be
but it's
alright.
not. A is like good and nice, and Cultures is just it's like the okay middle ground. It's not bad, but it's not as good as some of the others
Where
on the list.
B?
B, top of B.
Yeah, B, top of B.
Top of
Aye.
B. More than Aurelia? I mean,
No,
Aurelia
Maybe
low-
not. Maybe
like,
not.
Yeah. I was
Wasn't
gonna
it
say, 'cause
pretty
that
nice for a while? I guess it wasn't very nice. For
They
very
weren't.
long.
I don't think they were technologically that advanced.
It
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 was
doesn't mean
like
that it's bad.
it's all right as long as you are like in line with the religious politics of the day. And then Lorga's like, these are now the scripts. And then it's like, we're still gonna like kill you if you don't believe in the word of law. I'm like, I don't know. That's I feel like even whereas like Cyrene was like, we want to try democracy. Like that must have been nicer than Colchis.
Wait. Hey, okay, just a minute. If you don't follow the Imperial Creed on any of these planets, they're gonna kill you. It's
Yeah,
no
but that's the whole
different from
point of
cultists.
Cyrene. It was killed because it was out of line with the Imperial.
Yeah, yeah,
cult.
but like that doesn't mean that cultures.
It was
worse.
It doesn't mean it was a
somehow.
terrible normal life. Yeah,
They were probably less strict
Alright,
than they
well,
are now.
I think it's still fine where I think it's fine where it is. Though. I think that's fine.
Okay.
Should we do one more before we get to the
Yep.
the
Yeah.
Cathonia, the mining world. The
dog
gangster Godfather in
shit.
space.
Yep.
Dog
Put it-
water.
Put it down. Put it down like the Cathodians
It's
deserve.
it's not quite as bad as Baal and Barbarous, but it is a gang world. And when I say gang world, I mean like it's permanent like gang warfare. It's all like warrens and tunnels and horrible cities.
I'm gonna knock out the Emperor and offer he can't refuse.
That's
and these are the
Cathonia.
guys we put in charge. What the heck?
Yeah, with the top knots and gangs, like they have like the coins and everything. They're just like, "Hey, Ezekal, how was your upbringing? Killed my dad. Oh, why? He was like a gang king. Oh,
He told me to be a king, and I was like, nah.
nah, mate. I want to be a son.
Okay, someone in the chat is saying they're from Phoenix. That doesn't count. Phoenix is not a real place where humans go outside.
Yeah, Phoenix isn't even a
Oh,
real
that is-
animal.
Phoenix is just
Okay.
houses that are fridges, and then they don't do anything else. Arizona is
Also-
not designed for human life.
A place like Cathonia is probably also D tier. The environment's not trying. The environment's not killing you, but the people are. And there's no good people to mingle with.
Well,
You
but
have no
but
one you can trust. Like
It's
it's, a
pretty
different
rough
kind
though.
of.
It's
well,
pretty.
there
rough.
is like a kind of like honor system, to say the least. Like there is like, you know, there is obviously I'm gonna make him an honor I can't refuse, but then there's also like your family. I'm gonna look after you because your family. Whereas Chemo's just like keep mining, or I'm going to make you eat asbestos. Like, oh, I don't like eating asbestos.
I still say it's Caliban is better.
Oh yeah.
Caliban's you'd have like a life of peace if you're lucky on Caliban. I
You
don't
can't
think
go
you can
outside
do
the
that on
town though. 'cause
Cathonia.
You can't go outside the town because then you're gonna get eaten.
Well, you might be true.
okay.
In Cathonia, you get shanked. Like
Yeah.
Would you rather be- yeah, but like at least I'm not eaten to death by like a gigantic monster.
Yeah, but you got
I don't
friends.
know.
You got friends, people who might
But
protect
also
you.
like the technological like sophistication would be better because it's also really close to Terra, so it's imports all the time. That's why Horus was found so quickly because he was right next to Terra. That's why Iacton Cruz was a Terran who then went back to the planet. And he's like, oh, huh, I was like shifted to Terra and then I was shifted back to Cathonia because it's like next door. What a to do! Oh, I was like in the 16th, and then I came back to the home world that my Primarch happened to. Oh, what am I like? And it's like, whereas Caliban is like,
I think I'd choose
use
Caliban over
candles.
Cathonia like every time if I was given the option.
Someone asked in
Smallpox.
chat if we have AC. People, I think 10% of households do in the UK. Yeah, it's not. We're not built for this.
I went to a new barber recently, and he was like, "I got AC a few months ago. Best thing I ever did in my life." I'm like, "Good for you."
Yeah, I got a portable AC in my house because it's way cheaper than a centralized unit.
I got this.
It works very well.
It's like a neck fan. That's all I've got.
Euros just can't comprehend being comfortable when it's hot outside, especially
It
French.
wasn't that hot. I remember when I was a kid, it wasn't this bad. It was only like 1 week.
The trouble is, Eli, because we have so much rainfall, our buildings are meant to retain heat. So it's often hotter inside than out. And so it's like, why would we get AC? It's raining all the time. So it's like, but now we're like, oh, it's a bit warm, isn't it? Oh,
bit warm,
when I went to France like 8 years ago, I'm old, man. 6 years ago, I guess, there's no AC anywhere. And the trains were like 30 plus degrees, just right.
Yep.
Come on.
Yep.
Come on. We're
8 years
living
ago,
in
I was still in my 20s.
the year of 2000, whatever it was, 2018. And y'all can't have AC. Disgusting.
It gets hot in France. It's really hot in France.
Yeah, it's very unpleasant.
Yeah.
French are hot, bruh, said
Hal. Yeah, Caliban over Cathonia, I say. Caliban over 100%.
Cathonia. Overruled, Andy.
I'd rather be on Caliban than Cathonia.
Yeah. Okay, well, when the monsters eat your legs, you all know who said, told you so.
Me, as I'm bleeding out.
But before we get to donations, I would like to also thank our sponsor for today's stream, which is Warhammer 40,000 Tacticus, a turn-based strategy game set in the 41st millennium. Tacticus is celebrating its 4th anniversary with a special 2-week event featuring exclusive content, rewards, special offers, and daily missions. The biggest feature is the brand new Epic Crusade mode, where every guild chooses a side, fights for control of planets, and competes for awards throughout the season. Tacticus is free to play and available on iOS, Android, and PC. Use our code in the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen, which we will put on the VOD. And that will help you download and try Warhammer 40,000 Tacticus. Don't forget to use our unique code to try and claim your in-game rewards. And with that said, should we go to some donations?
Thank you
very much.
Yes, thank you, guys.
Warhammer 40,000 Tacticus for sponsoring our video, or our stream, I should say. Okay, so we're back with the tier. So the next one, I believe, is Deliverance. Not Deliverance, Deliverance.
This is...
It was never nice. Was it even afterwards? Like, it's still an icy, icky...
It's like a... It's like Hive World, isn't it? It's controlled by tech guilds.
So Kievar is the moon, is the planet.
Oh yeah,
and then the moon is called
Deliverance.
It is, but it used to be
Lycaeus.
So Kievar was the tech guild's homeworld. They used slave labor on the moon. Then the moon revolted and nuked the planet, and now the home world is really a home moon. A homon, if you're a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure fan, it's a homon.
Nice.
Very nice.
Best seasons in that one.
Kievar's not that bad though. I think it's one of the more like normal existence. It is, I think, controlled by the Mechanicus now.
I highly doubt that. It's nice then.
It's not quite a Forge world though, but it is like a tech society.
To be fair, Eli, I think is it Bran Neve was like a salt rat where he had to crawl through like water tunnels full of salt, and so the life expectancy was 10 before you kind of got exposed to too much like trench foot. So I can't imagine like it's much worse than that, because it was just when the Mechanicus came over, then there was like we have all the resources to support your like manufacturing, whereas it was we have limited resources. I have a great idea. Forced employment. Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know if it's as bad as like Cathonia, but it's probably maybe it's the worst of B tier. Like, it's not great, but it's probably an average Imperial like world / experience.
I read Deliverance Lost like years ago. That's the last time I read about Ravengard. So
I read it recently for Logicast, and yeah, there's like the bit where they're all like, "We've basically won," and say, "So we have all these nukes. Do we have to do this?" And they're like, "Yeah, we have to do it. Okay, send the shadows down."
Yeet.
Yeet. Fenris. Fenris sucks, but it's
Yeah.
also kind of jolly in how much it sucks.
yeah, they got good
they have
mindset.
fear.
Most people do have pretty like decent mindset. People aren't as miserable as one would think. But
Still, I would not want to live there as a normal human life.
no.
I think if you're in the Ayet, it's a good time.
Well, yeah. Although you're in eternal servitude to John Space Wolf.
My favorite whole thing about Fenris is when Lucas infiltrates. He's like set fire to his Jarl's beard and he runs away. Then he finds Drukhari invading. Then he goes back through the kitchens, and then he kind of goes through. And the lady in charge of the kitchen's like, "You," and he's just there like, and it's like, "You're that guy," and he's like, "You were a lot younger the last time I saw you." And he's like, "Get out of here, you scamp." So like, there's some whimsy. There's some whimsy on Fenris. There's like some of them who are like, "Oh, this is volcanic area. It's very snowy, but not all of it is snowy." There's all the different like warring tribes, but also you can have a pub. Like Ragnar.
I mean, it does
It's
suck.
nice at times.
It
Nice
sucks,
at
but they,
times.
like you say, they have a healthy attitude about it. Everyone who lives on Fenris seems pretty gassed about being on Fenris. But I guess that's because
Ragnar
they
has a
don't
dance
know.
with his girlfriend before he's Ragnar.
Mm-hmm.
he
Anna.
clapped cheeks before he got turned into a eunuch in canon.
Lucas clapped many cheeks as a space marine, I think.
Yeah,
How is his canon anymore?
He's amazing.
I don't know, man.
He's like my favorite character.
It's part of the Canis Helix, bro. The Canis Helix lets you keep your PP.
Keep your pee-pee.
If you're Lucas the Trickster.
also-
specific.
Logan Grimnar's bodyguard, his champion, Ayak Rockfist, is also like, "I was in my 40s when I became a space marine. I had a family, but I was so like tough. I just took it on the chin. Like, wow, okay. I had sex. I had a family. Whoa. So good work, Ayak. Good job. So I feel like yes, it's a place that sucks to live, but also the people who live there are they're more hardy, and therefore like they kind of endure it. It's only when the Drukhari get involved they get annoyed about it.
The
Like,
life
this is
expectancy
fine.
is pretty bad, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, like as much as we're
Yeah.
like,
It's in C
we-
tier, I think.
we do like it. It technically is a death world again.
Mhm.
Like it's worse. Like it's probably worse to live on Fenris than it is Cathonia.
Yeah, but it's not as bad as
Depends
Val.
on what you're looking for, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know if it's as bad as Baal just feels miserable, whereas Fenris has like some beauty to it.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
okay there.
If
So
you're
it
on
gets a good
bar, you're
song.
like, "I'm so thirsty," and then on Fenris, like, "Have a drink." It's like, I can't have a drink.
Yeah.
It'll try
you
to
can-
kill me.
It's a lot
Aw.
easier to get warmer than it is to get colder. So I'd rather live on a cold planet than a hot one.
And they have a volcanic area, and I'm sure they have like, is it Norway where they have those like steam vents that pop up, and you can just have like
I don't know.
you're sitting there like that. There must be like stuff like,
Sounds
and
like-
again, even
sounds
the Iron
nice.
Wolves are like, there's forges. We use the natural heat of Fenris. There's workarounds, you know.
Mhm.
Inuit though is just very cold all the time.
Yeah.
It's like Fenris, but like boring.
Yeah. Inuit is also a real place, but we don't talk about that.
Boring.
This is
It's
just
not
Canada.
Canada,
This is just Canada, bro.
It
Just
is
ice
do be
ball.
Canada.
It's literally like they didn't even try.
Inuit is also, I believe, tribal for the most part until the Imperium. And the only bits I remember about Inuit is that they have these really long underground ice tunnels, and they go across the world, and like basically people traverse them. A lot of the tribes often are nomadic; they just keep moving around. It's probably a lot nicer now, but again, cold as I mean, fair. Not it may be actually be not that bad.
How
Obviously, the Imperial Fist defend it.
do you remember? Is it the case I'm remembering this correctly that they had a micro empire when Rogel Dawn was there, but did he found the empire or did he assume control of it? Because I know they were like, "Oh, there's interstellar trade." He got the phalanx, but wasn't it like a small empire before he had the phalanx?
Yes, they had a very. I think they had maybe it was like a few planets. They had a few planets, I think.
And like one of my favorite things about the people from Inuit is they have this culture of Mama made me a blankie, because Rogel Dawn's granddad, he's like, oh, I remember him because I have his coat or his cloak, and I put that as a blanket. And Fafnir Ran is like, oh, we have like a weaving culture, and it's really cool. And I had like a throw rug, and all the other Space Marines like, that's gay. He's like, it's not gay. You're stupid. I like my blankie, said Fafnir. And they're like, oh,
We love
it's like,
blankies.
I like blankie. I like blankie. I like that.
I think Inuit might be
Seems fine.
maybe top of B, because I've never heard anything like.
It's just
Obviously,
cold.
there are like wolves and monsters and a few things on it, but I'm pretty sure it's like decently safe for most of the citizens there, and it's not like it's probably quite a nice place in terms of like its beauty, decent existence,
It's just
protected by
Norway.
the Imperial fists.
It's just Inuit, bro. It's not just Norway. It's just Inuit.
Oh yeah, but
Is there a region called Inuit, like a province in Canada?
Let me. It's the Inuit people. Yeah, Inuit Canada. What do you look at that? Yeah, Inuit Nunangat.
Oh,
Sorry, I
I
don't
just-
know how to say it.
I
But
just
yes,
realized
this is just in Canada. Like
there'd be a great there's a great artwork potential of like Lehman Russ and his wolves, and then Rogel Dawn and his huskies. Like, like which is better? Who has the
I'd say
better
top
duck?
of maybe A. Maybe A.
It's cold, but it
Low
doesn't seem
A.
like it
yeah,
sucks.
for
Like there's no
Warhammer
winter
standards.
fighting, civilized.
Yeah, sure, nice.
I actually had a buddy like living up there, flying planes for a while.
Crazy work.
I always love those like when you see those videos of people, they're like, oh, I just have like this like hut with like a water mill, and then they open the door and it's like in this kind of like cold regions, and there's just like rows of like preserved salmon, and it's like the whole fish, and like that just and it's like, yeah, like the thing just like it just puts them in like a bin, and then they like salt it. It's like, that's cool. I like that.
Can you eat
Clever.
narwhal? Is that legal?
Narwhals.
I think you can eat whale, right?
Causing
You
a
can eat whale.
commotion. Just don't let them touch your balls.
I mean,
know the
yeah,
reference you like.
I assume they're not poisonous, Hal. I assume you could eat them. I don't think there's that many of them, though.
I think that like
Actually-
only Inuit people are allowed to eat them or something. I don't know.
Most likely. Most like
Macragge.
Aboriginal people have.
Oh, is this for Crag? Oh, I wonder where this is
Macragge.
going. Put that
Okay,
put
just
that
put
shit
just
in
put
S
S tier. It's a nice.
It's like living in
good
Rome,
society
cyber
But
Rome.
without all the
without all the like slavery and stuff. I
yeah,
imagine.
it's like living in Rome, but like without those bits. Hal.
Also, you will occasionally get invaded by chaos and tyrannies and other things, because obviously that's a juicy target. But I think it's a pretty good place.
Well-
the average life of Macragge is pretty decent.
Bear in mind, like the first Tyrannic War was a few years, and then there was hundreds of years before the like. If you're like a Joe Schmo, I'm gonna probably live to be 70, or even like 100 something. You'll be fine. Like statistically on Macragge, you'll be fine. Like Horus never invaded Macragge. Tyranids had one good effort, and then they were like, "Get out of here!" And like ever since, and like Chaos did that one thing for like a weekend where, and then it was like, "Oh, what happened at the end of the weekend? Dad's back. Dad's back." Like it could have been worse. Like, it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was
Plague
chilling.
Wars didn't
We're
get
chilling.
there.
Yeah.
Rest in
What's
peace.
next?
It is S
And
tier.
Ajax.
Oh yeah,
And Ajax. Poor
it's probably
Ajax.
the only S tier that I can really think of, but I guess we'll see.
This is not going in S tier. Medusa.
Ooh,
Oof.
It's
I would end
Gray-
it before I
grayscale.
went on Medusa.
or whatever all the time. It's like that place from Dune with those
Harkonnens,
white makeup
Homeworld.
guys. Harkonnen, yeah.
How do you
Ironically, it
remember
is exactly how it looks.
Do you remember the Card and Stronos exchange where it's like there's a child fighting against like an animal, and the dad of the child was like, "Oh," and he's like, "Maybe he could become a space marine." He's like, "Nah, no, he's gonna die in there. Sorry, mate. Get real."
Yeah, they did mention there's nothing of color, as in like there's no flowers or nice. It's just black rock and gray and everything. Even their food is just black paste.
Yeah. So what if your
Um,
whole world was made of roofing tiles? Like that's it.
No one cares
Like-
about each other. pretty horrible smog. Like even then, if you're in like there's great forges and mechanicum, outposts, the Iron Hands do not care about you whatsoever. Nothing of true beauty or humanity at all within it. You are basically indentured servants of the Iron Hands. Sucks, honestly. At least in the other ones, there's like it's like a death world, but there's something you could have a chance, a slim chance. There's no chance of having a nice life on Medusa.
Yeah.
It's just even then, like there's like roaming clans and other stuff. There's like it's just
Iron Hands are the meanest loyalist chapters you could run into.
It's D tier.
Yeah.
I think it's not the worst of D tier, but it's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's not Necromancer Farmer Land, but it's not great. Nocturne.
D tier.
I don't know. They looked after by the salamanders, though.
Oh, sorry. No, I was thinking of not
Nostromo.
I was thinking of Nostromo. Yeah. I saw that it was exploded, and I thought it was Nostromo because.
Oh no, it's just it's very lavery, and that's Prometheus, the little moon on the.
This sounds too hot. This sounds too hot.
It's too hot,
but I'm sure it's fine, relatively fine.
I mean, it sounds nice. I mean, other than the Drukhari raiding, which Vulcan put a stop to, it's like there's like different regions. They're not like warring with each other so much as they're just like different parts of the continents. And like, our dad's Vulcan, he did like a good impression. He made, and even before he did anything, it's like, oh, all the townspeople like banded around him to be good boys and fight the evil Xenos. They were already goody Boy Scouts, and then
I think they look after each other on Nocturne as well. So I would probably say maybe A, because obviously it's not the nicest in terms of environment, but good is like you can have a good life on Nocturne.
I mean, even though it's like it's very hot, like you get used to it. It's not like Cultist where it's like you're going to be preached into a cult. It's like their whole ethos is like, what's the Promethean creed? It's like, just be good, buddy. Just be a good boy. Okay, but yeah, fair enough.
Now is this Nostromo next? I assume.
Yeah,
it's D tier. It's D tier.
Immediate D tier.
I think maybe rather live on any other planet, to be honest. In this list,
the Night Lords hated it so much they blew it up themselves.
First thing is you can't see anything; it's all like pitch black, basically, because they have the sensitive eyes to light, so they dim everything down. The murder rate being that high seems like, are you getting past 10?
Yeah.
Like,
even if the crime stops and freaking Conrad is running around, if you park in a no parking zone, you're gonna get flight alive, and it's not great.
Just mention that absurd episode of TNG where Wesley Crusher, he's on this planet and they're like, everything's great, and then he stumbles through a flower bed and they're like, oh, you did a crime. So, oh no, what's the punishment? It's like, the punishment for every crime is death. It's like, what? It's just some flower bed. And they're like, no, it sounds so nice and peaceful. Off to the guillotine. Like, it is Wesley Crusher, so like, fair enough, they should guillotine him, but also not a good sustainable way to like enforce the law. And then like, imagine that, but it's like the guillotine is Conrad Kurz, and his first impression was, a man tried to eat me when I was a baby. Not a good first impression.
It's literally Hot Fuzz. The greater good. The greater good. We'll do one more before we get to the
I was going to say, I apologize, everyone. There is no picture of Nuceria. So this is Nuceria. It's the Wild Eaters logo.
I also think this is pretty dog shit. My reasoning is it is controlled by ludicrously wealthy, horrendous, powerful families. They are slightly technologically advanced, but all of their technology seems to be good in the sense of cruelty. They have weird like techno armies and other stuff, but also their society is so bad that they just rely on these gladiatorial games, which Angron obviously gets roped into, and that's their form of like crowd appeasement and entertainment, basically like ancient Rome on drugs.
We have Macragge at home, and it's Nuceria. Like, oh no! Oh no!
Nuceria, as I think Anke Monk is saying, Nuceria is the Carthage to Macragg's Rome. I guess so.
It's in
but
Ultramar.
it's
Nuceria Dundas.
It's next door. It's in Ultramar.
It is it's particularly cruel, and is also, I believe it is just craggy mountains and valley passes and stuff. I don't know if they have any areas of like true natural beauty. The average life is
This guy hates mountains.
No, it's in like it's just a barren mountain. There's nothing like on it.
Well,
at the same time,
Mister, thank you very much.
It's the way Angron at least describes it in his novels is it's a bit rubbish.
Rubbish.
Probably have a higher chance of having a not completely terrible life than a lot of these other D tier ones.
I would say it's better than
Medusa.
Fenris. You have a better chance than Fenris.
It's probably C tier, right?
Yeah, because it's bad. Like the bad is really bad, but the average is probably not. You're not a gladiator.
Yeah. To be fair, like the people who are filling the arenas are just like Joe Schmoes, and they're like, let's keep them distracted from the power imbalance. Do you want to see someone die? Okay.
Right in circus.
I'm an accountant. Oh, that's how they do it.
Yes. With that being said, there, guys, we once again have to thank the sponsors of the stream. The stream is sponsored by Warhammer 40,000 Tacticus. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring us. It's obviously a turn-based strategy game set in the 41st millennium. Tacticus is celebrating its 4th anniversary with a special 2-week event featuring exclusive content, rewards, special offers, and daily missions. The biggest feature is the brand new Epic Crusade mode, where every guild chooses a side, they fight for control of planets, and compete for rewards throughout the season. Tacticus is free to play and available on iOS, Android, and PC. Our link is in the description. There's a little QR code we'll have on screen to download it and try Warhammer 40,000 Tacticus. If you want, don't forget we have it on our unique code to claim in-game rewards. Thank you guys for sponsoring us. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much. So the next one, Olympia.
Woof. God, cool name. Cool name. Isn't it kind of nice? Low key, or wasn't it kind of nice?
It had culture.
Low key. It's been a long time since I read that Proto-Rabble book.
Olympia, I've just done this one, and Olympia is basically ancient Greece.
Yeah.
With a little bit of gunpowder and some technology stuff.
Sounds like a cool city.
I guess it's kind of it's okay. I would say it's probably, you know what? It might even go in A, because it's actually a pretty decent living for most of the normal citizens. Occasionally there will probably be a war between different warring states. The only time it really went downhill is because of Puerto Rabo. And obviously, if you were a male on Olympia, they were like, yoink, you'll go into the Legion. That sucks.
Shut out.
He also decimated it. Happens to the best of us.
Decimation of balls. Decimate my balls.
Maybe the decimation brings it down to B tier.
It's just one event. I mean,
yes, they did have lightning gun. Yeah, they had little like Puerto Rico points out like little casket like las like rifle lightning gun flasks things. So they have some cool technology, like big cannons on their walls.
Didn't do much against Iron Warriors Ceramite though, when they were just like, start again. Like, oh shit, no.
They seem to have had like an okay I think the way they describe it is basically, and also the city that Puerto Rabo lives in is basically Sparta. So as much as that probably was like,
baller, man.
Yeah, not 300 Sparta though, like Sparta. So you know, not the worst.
Rabo, what is your profession? Whinging. Damn right it is. Were you happy with the placement of Olympia? Olympia?
Sure.
Yeah. Prospero.
It was S tier for a little bit.
Yeah, it was S tier. It was so nice.
Armin was just like, want to read a book? It's like, Armin, Amon. It's like, hey son, Want to read my books in my library? Okay.
Do they have a awful Prospero in the warp right now, or is it a replica that they made?
Sicarius is not Sicarius, not Sororitas. What's it called, Hal? Sortiarius. Sortiarius is the planet of the sorcerers.
Oh,
That's like the best attempt at like.
Prospero.
Well, our home planet is like a dust bowl. Sortiarius will do. I think it's Sortiarius. It's similar to the Word Bearers.
It has a weird name now.
In its time of existing, it probably deserves S tier because it was S tier pretty much up until it got blown up.
It was amazing. It was like, hey, everyone's learning.
Probably
everyone's
better
enlightened.
than I don't know.
Yeah, it was like there's no sickness because we
As
can
long
heal
as they
you.
succeed.
We can communicate via like WhatsApp with your brain. We can see the future, so it could be like, oh, what's the stock market like? Said the Prosperans. Like put in that stock exchange. We'll get one over on the McCraggians. Lol.
They had pretty.
I bet they got psychic power.
I
bet they got AC spells. I got they got spells for air conditioner.
I'm kind of cold. Fire.
Yeah, they integrated psychic powers to the point where there is a scene where there's like the 3 remembrances visiting, and then they read your mind to know what you wanted to order. So then they basically bring out a croissant or whatever.
Croissant.
They integrate magic and other stuff pretty. Like it was incredible. It's like it's like the Homelander meme. It's like it was perfect, down to every minute detail. Minute detail. Yeah, it was.
Like, everyone's like, but Craig, it's all right. Yeah.
I remember as well the remembrance Lemuel Galman. I believe he's Galman. I think he said at one point, God, everyone here is really good looking. It's so annoying as well. So like that is also quite funny.
He the one who gets a shard of Magnus in him. He becomes
at
Prometheus.
one point.
Yeah.
Prometheus? Is he Prometheus? Prometheus. He hasn't been seen yet, the scouring, but we'll see.
Low key, fellas, we might actually get away with just doing chapter Homeworlds like we were originally thinking. We might want to save the Imperial Guard stuff for next time.
We could speed run. We'll see. Let's see what's this?
I don't mind just doing Space Marines. We still got a lot to go.
What's this one?
After P.
Prospero. This one is.
tell you.
Oh, this is Rin's World. Woof.
But the Crimson Fists are also on the. Do they have a new planet? I see a Crimson Fist badge on there.
I just forgot that I'd put it on the list because they're important enough to have a planet. See,
Rin's World was, I guess, okay. It's kind of like an
Crimson Fist books, man.
It was more of an average Imperial world. It has been pretty decimated, though.
Mm-hmm.
Someone said Caliban better be S-tier. Bro, it's not happening. It's not happening.
Sorry.
So Rin's World, as far as I remember, was quite nice. They elected a Lord Hellblade, and then that was originally like a term. And then when the Crimson Fist kind of made it their homeworld, they're like, well, the chapter master is the Lord Hellblade, or Lord Hellblade, Lord Hellbane, I think. Then it was like, I'm a good man. Vote for Pedro Cantor. And then unfortunately, a misfire, a premature artillery-ation kind of did it in for Rin's World, and it was reclaimed. Elements of the Imperial Fist and some other relief forces did reclaim Rin's World, and so I assume things are okay now. But what a way to like get a kick in the teeth of like, there's a load of orcs.
I think it's probably again maybe B near Aurelia. It's just an average Imperial experience. There's nothing that separates it or makes it like it's just an average Imperial life.
Crimson Fist are nice. I like those guys.
It's just kind of meh. Terror.
Well, I mean, depends when. It kind of, I mean, it always low key kind of sucks.
It's just the way, like, I can't remember. Was it? I think it's Cypher's book talks
for a brief
about how
window of time it was nice. But
no.
But even after the unification, like all the seas had dried up and everything was icky.
Everything had to be imported.
I guess it was nice before the dark age of technology. for a
Well,
while.
it's like
Nice thing.
I remember in Cypher's book, it talks about in the 41st millennium, people spend their entire life savings to get a pilgrimage ship to Terra, and if they survive the warp storms and all the predations of other things, it's like you get to Terra, you buy a bunch of like rubbish that's like, oh, the Emperor like sniffed this once. It's like a piece of cloth. Smell it. It's the Emperor's nose, and then they like die in like ambrosial zealous piety, and like
Oh, no.
there's just like droves of people that die and get like swept away, and the custodians just kind of watch it happen. Like I can't
That's
remember exactly
awesome.
how they
What the
describe it,
heck?
but it's just like when they get to the throne world, the palace, there's just like so many people dying in droves all the time, who are just like the last thing they wanted to do in their entire life, assuming they lived in 40k, was they went to Terra, and then they just kind of like give up on, like, they give up the ghost right next to the palace, and then there's just so much going on. It's such a colossal, overwhelming experience that so much bad stuff happens, and you can't keep track of it because so much stuff happens.
Yeah.
I say,
There's
it sucks.
There's a scenes in the 4th Ragnar Blackmane book. It's set upon Terra, and even when like he navigates it, it explains that Terra's like there's buildings upon buildings upon buildings upon buildings. Like it goes so deep down. There are like wooden shacks and stuff. It's such like it's like a cities on like the whole planet is just covered. It is like the worst version of Coruscant. It is like worse Coruscant.
I just realized there's a great t-shirt idea already.
Mhm.
I believed in the Emperor, and all I got was this lousy t-shirt. Like that's Terra. They get all through life. I rejuvenate to 200 years old, and I got that. It's like, oh, it's overwhelming, but it's a bit rubbish. It smells of poo.
Jake Thornton says Dawn would release the FC file. Okay.
Oh dear.
Even in the Horus Heresy books, Terra didn't sound very nice. Like,
no,
I think
it was. I think it was.
It's probably B tier though, as far as like for all of the Terran history.
I would actually say it's C tier.
I want to say
I'm thinking that, but like
it's a bit of a Warren.
Yeah.
It's extreme wealth and poverty.
I think the problem is it's also a force multiplier of like, one of the books talks about how when they learn about Ferrus Manus's death, people are hurling themselves off of buildings because they can't believe a Primarch could die, let alone by the hands of another one. And it's just like, it's so emotionally charged as a planet. And then there's like the whole, like the siege of Terra alone killed billions.
I think it wiped out 99, was it like 95% of the entire Imperial Palace?
Yeah.
Which, by the way, is all of Tibet. I didn't realize that before. The Imperial Palace is actually the size of Tibet.
Yeah.
And they destroyed all of it.
Yeah. So... And it's like, could you imagine the cleanup crew who has to attend to, like, we're going outside of Tibet. Okay, there's a lot of bodies, and like the Stinky Boys, the Death Guard, leaving presents behind, and then the Emperor's children leaving stuff behind, and then the if I accidentally wake up a World Eater, that's a bad thing, and then there's going to be like traitors who can't get off the planet, that's bad, and then there's the poverty and
did the traitors even bother taking the stuff around the Imperial Palace other than the spaceport, or did they just go straight for the palace?
The Emperor's children had their fun.
Well, I know, but like, did they not try to just take the rest of the planet and like bleed them out?
Yeah,
I guess they didn't have time for that.
Yeah, there is it's in Mortis, isn't it, Andy? Mortis. You get to see like there's the whole Dron Grammaticus, Alani's person. Like they arrive on Terra, but not in the Imperial Palace. They're in like another city, and it's just like walking cultists who are like weirdly corrupted by the Emperor's children. So. They took the rest of the planet for sure.
And to be fair, there's probably going to be like some space marines who like, if I go straight for the palace and get shot right out the sky, what if I like start here in like, I don't know, Spain, and I work my way up? Like, okay, you'll have less confrontation. You could help the war effort by bleeding dry like outposts, and so you could like slowly corral everyone to kind of make the proverbial noose tighten around Terra with.
They do mention
Himalayan mountains.
Do you remember, Andy, in the Scouring book? They mentioned there are fields of people just planted half in the ground, like fields of them, because the word bearers just had their fun. So, you know, It's just bad. It's just
You're to be
was
you're safe from outside forces on Terra. That's about it. That's all it's got going for you, I guess.
yeah. I think that's
Honest-
it's happy where it is.
Every time I like even I've suffered through the War of the Beast books. I'm on book 12. I did like 7 this week.
Oh my god.
What the heck?
They're kind of short, but they're really
Okay.
dull. And it was just like every time they talk about like Terra, it's so depressing. It's just like, oh my god, this planet sucks.
Yeah.
Everything sucks. And if you're like the top 1.1 point like 0.1%, you'll be having a good time. But everyone else is having a terrible time. And like Terra, I think it's like I want to say it's like
Pretty low.
here.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because
Fair
it's
enough.
like at least Fenris, you can have fun as like a normal person, or even a space marine, or even the people who serve the space marines dinner. This is not fun, never. And also, you're in like the place where like the like emperor, the like evil machine works, and it's like, what happens in there? 10,000 people a day die screaming. Oh, fun, yummy.
Yeah.
Titan, the moon of Titan. This isn't a planet technically, but this is where the Grey Knights come from.
Do like civilians even live here?
Well, they have to. Well,
Other
not
than like
civilians, but
menial
like
and like workers taking
menials
care
and-
of the palace.
yeah.
So it's like one spot on the planet, probably, I assume.
I think it's shrouded with like I know that the planet was like completely secreted in like a bubble in the Horus Heresy at the siege. But then once it returned, I think there's still like people don't know that there's anything going on there. People don't even know the Grey Knights exist. So it's like a very bespoke amount of people live like here. It's like, hey, excuse me, Adeptus Terra, I'd like to put a farm on Titan. They're like, no. Why? I said no. And like that's
a
all
wild accent choice.
It's
Yeah.
probably okay. You probably just don't get to talk very much. You just keep to yourself and you do your job for your Space Marine guys.
Yeah.
And you're sworn to secrecy, but your living conditions are probably pretty good.
I mean, playing through the Chaos Gate game, I liked how it fleshed out the Grey Knights a bit. And it sounds like, yeah, they're not like beyond, we need to purge the whole of this amount of the deck of this shit because they're corrupted. But it sounds like if you do a good job, you're kind of quids in. Like, yeah, they'll look after you. You're protected by the guys who aren't just like a space marine. They're like uber space marines with like Emperor Gene Seed.
It's probably really lonely though.
Yeah. But there's worse things than loneliness when like you could be eaten on Caliban or like get asbestosis and chemos or like
It's not the worst life.
Yeah.
no. Do a good job, you'll be right. Who protects you? Oh, like God Space Marines. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's probably no
Not
outside
sure.
threats, so
No.
Okay.
Nothing's coming for Titan. I'd say
Chill.
like a good. I want to say like it's not cold, like Inuit. I want to say like maybe not as good
bottom
as
A, because boring is not always a good life too.
but like boring and freezing your tits off is worse. I wanna say.
Yeah, but you got family and friends.
Yeah,
like-
in
Okay.
Inuit you
That
actually
makes a
go.
big difference.
I see your point. I see your point. Now we've kind of done like the main stuff. These are all like Space Marine chapter stuff, so we'll see how far we go.
The Celestial Lions.
Badab Primaris,
Oh, sorry. Duh.
Astral Claws.
Bada Prime.
It was never nice. It sucked, and then Huron took over, and it sucked even more. And then there was a civil war, and it sucked even more.
He made it spiky.
And it's right by a place where you're constantly getting like invaded by demons and space hulks and Xenos, and it's not nice.
I think it's definitely
It's gone too. It's
C
been blown
tier.
up. Hmm.
Mate, is
It's
it worse
prob-
than Terra?
I would
maybe
say-
not.
It's worse than
Well-
Caliban because at least Caliban got like astroturfed onto a ship. But like that's gone, that's gone, that's gone. Fenris is
It's
I would
probably
actually
not
feel like-
worse than Terra because there's I don't know. It's just like you just work. You just
Yeah.
work in the mines or whatever, and hope that you don't get invaded by chaos. But if it gets invaded, then it's D tier. So I don't know.
Banish. The homeworld of the exorcists banish. That's
I don't know
Edgeworld.
nothing about.
Isn't this
one.
just like it's just it's just barren, horrible forest or something.
According, at least the only thing I've seen of it is in the animation, where it's Lucius the Eternal. It's like all volcanic, and doesn't look nice. Like, oh, who do you?
Is this the
serve?
animation that it has the exorcists who specialize in not being possessed by demons? They kill Lucius, and
Lucius isn't a demon, so.
But their whole point is like they're immune to warp corruption because they've been purged of a demon. Like
But they're not.
But does it make you immune to like Slanesh herself?
But they're not immune to pride, Hal. What
That's
about
right.
pride?
That's right. But yeah, I don't know why they could have chosen any chapter. I think they just wanted to choose like an obscure one, probably.
Someone in GW is just like, I want to bring him down a peg. I don't like him. Like, oh.
I think it looks pretty miserable from what I remember in the animation as well, and there's
like
probably
on a
not
rock.
much going on there. I don't know if it's worse than maybe it's just like Caliban, but like slightly worse than Caliban.
I don't know anything about it, bro.
Spanish. My favorite
Spanish.
chapter, Mentors.
Hey guys,
Homeworld,
English or Spanish?
Espanol.
No one knows what I'm talking. Oh wow! Everyone already moved.
I have no idea how.
Wow,
sorry.
someone said Lucius has a neck tattoo. Probably. Damn, so you know what I'm talking about.
My favorite chapter, the Mentors. Their homeworld is classified.
Great. Okay, Andy.
Why?
But I like.
Thanks.
But all I know is that they take great pains to conceal it from the rest of the Imperium. They recruit mortal like attendants, so Mentors don't fight in squads. They do solo operations, and they have two like people with them, and usually they're kitted with like digi weapons and crazy gadgets. But let's really like not gloss this over. They are slaves, and they're like, I think they're called zealots, and they're like, I'm really lucky to be a zealot, but also it's like I'm in charge. I work alone. I'm the best Space Marines there is. We do not let anyone know where we live. So I assume it's a nice place to live,
Yeah,
to an extent.
sounds like it's probably
No one's ever
nice.
found it. They give mortals more free will than most Imperial places, which isn't saying much. Well,
Yeah.
and if you
Seems
can't
okay.
find it, you can't attack it.
Did we put the Howling Griffins planet on here? That's like one of the few random chapters that I know about.
If you can give me any intel on like what they do with the planet,
Yeah, sure, I'll send a pic. But wherever this is, Andy, it sounds fine.
this is
Sounds all right.
world classified. Ithaca from the Iron Snakes.
Wow. So
I
Odysseus
have
lives
never
here
read
then.
books.
Ithaca sounds quite fun to an extent. It's a water world. The Iron Snakes, in any campaign they go to, they carry vials of salt water from their ocean. So when they're like, for example, in Desh, and they're like, a brother died, we drop a bit of water from their like vial, because now it's a part of Ithaca's domains. And so because it has the waters of Ithaca on it, it's now part of our fam. Therefore, we protect the fam. So it's like Vin Diesel, but like Iron Snakes. It's like
I mean, it's
Odysseus'
literally
Okay.
family.
yeah.
Family
Odysseus'
means
home
everything.
is Ithaca. It's literally the Odyssey.
Odysseus Furious Odysseus 7. That's what the book's called.
Odysseus, Furious, Fast and Furious. Wow.
Odysseusy. But yeah, like
Great.
the first book's really good. That's just a picture of the Howling Griffins,
Yeah, just to remind, because I know you got to circle some. I can't find a picture of their planet, Andy. I know you.
No, but like, but do you have any
Oh
do you
yeah,
know what their planet's about?
it's a snowy place, and the Howling Griffins constantly perpetuate civil war with their populations.
What lovely chaps. Okay, let's
They-
do them then.
They make them fight all the time so that they can get good, strong lads for the chapter. It's probably D tier. It's
Anything
like it's
else?
probably as cold as Fenris, but you're forced to fight in wars all the time, and there's never peace ever between any people at all.
There is no peace amongst the stars.
It's probably C tier,
Wolverine.
actually. I don't know. It's probably not as quite. Oh, no.
Typical
yeah.
Iron Hands making
Wolverine.
It's probably D tier.
things worse.
Probably.
Wolverine and Deadpool Marines. It's mustard and ketchup, mustard and ketchup, mustard and
I
ketchup.
don't know what this planet's called.
Um,
I just like vaguely remember all this stuff, but
Let's just put him in low B.
It's called Mancora. No one cares. D.
I think it's probably D tier. It's like
Really?
war without it.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
Cretaceous, homeworld of the flesh terrors.
Ooh,
Nothing. I'm sorry.
Cretaceous is a death
Sounds like an
jungle
affliction.
world. It is also one of the worst. It is like Fenris, but worse. It is all jungle. Even there's a Ragnar novella where he goes to Cretaceous, and him and another space will get infected. Oh, sorry, another space will get infected by a botfly or whatever his disease.
Yeah,
It's strong enough to
yeah.
kill Astartes. They have like horrific like lizard things and dinosaurs.
Isn't there, like,
and horrible stuff?
They have like vines that if you brush by them, they give you a rash, and the rash is deadly enough to kill you. So like some of the flesh terrors have like these like rash, not burns, but like Cretaceous homeworld is so violent that like the fauna marks you, and even if you're a spaceman, you're like ah.
Yeah, it's dangerous enough even for the Space Marines, and all the people who live there are all primitives, and they basically have the technologies of like spears and shit. So they purposely don't give them technology, so it makes them stay strong, and they it just sounds like the worst hellish swamp you've ever been to. This is honestly, I'd say, the
Sounds like D tier.
bottom of D.
Even
It's
worse than
at-
Nostromo.
It's worse than Nostromo, because Nostromo, at least you could buy a coffee somewhere. There's no such thing as this.
There was a reprieve where Conrad Kurz killed everyone who was being naughty. They were like,
Yes.
fine, we'll be nice. Like, you can't tame Cretaceous. That doesn't happen.
I'm gonna be that guy. I'm currently I'm making a new army at the moment, and I'm making flesh.
There we go.
Yeah,
so-
that's right. That's
Sorry,
right.
Yeah.
I'll leave
I'm
you.
making
to-
flesh terrors at the moment. I'm trying to make them like beyond Cretaceous. It's quite fun. I do have my model nearby. Can I grab it? No, that's too much.
Kill him.
So the next planet is Postal of the Mortifactors. Hello, Hal. So Hal, what's Postal? Possum?
Jungle.
Possum?
More
Jungle.
factors are primitives a lot of the time, and they are quite enmeshed with their home world. So just jungle. Not quite as bad as Katachan, I believe, but the jungle, probably not the best. That's kind of
Right.
it, really. There's not as much to it. They don't have their own like solo books. or
I ate
anything,
my
or
dad. I wear a bone. I'm a Mortifactor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's worse than Calip. It's probably worse
I don't
than
know anything about it.
Badab. No, it's not as worse. It's not. I mean, it's not as bad as Fenris.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like that?
We sure.
I'm pretty sure it is dead.
Um,
By the way,
I'm not gonna argue.
I think the Tyranids destroyed it. I'm pretty sure. So that's why it doesn't deserve any higher.
Well, before we get to the next thing, Eli, would you like to give us
Sure.
one more
Sure,
plug
alright.
of Warhammer 40,000 Tacticus, and then we'll do
Yes.
the final donations.
One final little segment for everybody. Once again, this stream is sponsored by Warhammer 40,000 Tacticus, which is a turn-based strategy game set in the 41st millennium. It is celebrating its fourth first, folks, fourth anniversary with a special 2-week event featuring exclusive content, rewards, special offers, and daily missions. The biggest feature of this event is the brand new Crusade mode, where every guild which you get to join, I suppose, chooses a side, fight for control of planets, and competes for rewards throughout the season. Tacticus is free to play. It is $0 and available on your phones, whether that be iOS or Android, as well as your computer. Use our link in the pinned message of the chat. Download and try it, and use our code to claim your in-game rewards. Thank you, Tacticus Warhammer 40,000. Sponsor.
Thank you.
This stream.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now, shall we go through these donations? Okay, so going back to the tier list, the Tome Keepers, right? GW chapter. They're from Struma.
Mhm.
Their whole thing is like, we came to this planet. We're a chapter. Don't you know? Don't you know? We're real, promise. But also, we kind of don't know our thing. And then they got to a
Okay.
Struma and they were like, hey, we like writing stuff in books. And like, word. And then they just kind of like went, hey, you know what's cooler than like killing heretics? What? Killing heretics and then writing a diary. Okay. So like the Tome Keepers love writing stuff down. They're on this planet of like archivists, and everyone loves like, today for breakfast I had. And like that's the whole thing. It's like everyone writes everything down. It's the Tome Keepers. It's the GW.
So what's
chapter.
on the planet, Andy? What is the planet?
It has an underground mass tunnels of libraries.
That sounds cool.
Yay!
Yay!
No, you never get any sunlight, I guess.
Yes!
Just live in book world.
Yes. It's just it's books.
Get
They're
to read
well read.
your GW codexes all day, every day, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
It sounds fine. Sounds like B tier because you have to live underground, probably. But
B tier. I can't read. D tier.
All right, go.
I mean,
Andy.
honestly, it sounds kind of nice. I don't think the planet's been destroyed. I don't think it's under any threat. It's the GW chapter, so therefore it's like, what's your thing? We like recording things for posterity because knowing is half the battle is literally their whole deal. They are G.I. Joe Marines.
Very nice.
What else is there to say about Tome Keepers? I think it's fun. I had to include them.
Yeah, fair.
Fair enough.
All right.
Next is Sotha.
Sofa.
Yeah, got eaten, didn't it? More or less. They pressed
Sotha,
the Pharos button and then.
Yeah, it did have the Pharos device. It's kind of again, as in described in literally, I think the Heresy book Pharos and in Bella's first novel, like mix of desert and lots of like wheat fields. Interestingly, that's where like their scythes come from.
Yeah, the size of the Emperor.
Yeah, and they did have a fortress Monterey. They had some cities, I believe. It probably was actually quite a decently average life. Slight downside: gene stealers devoured it from within. The Tyranids attacked, and they also gene stealer infiltration within took down their defenses, so the entire world just completely just got destroyed. At the time of 41st millennium, when it's basically destroyed, the last of the sires of the Emperor, the homeworld's gone, but they managed to cleanse. Like the Tyranids have basically devoured all life on it, but Belisarius' call does initiate. Well, first of all, he frees a Catan shard from the Pharos device, which was used to power it. He also sends it into Necron space, so they're like, yummy, new battery, yummy.
What a nice guy you are, Belisarius.
I think it's one of the, is it Zadra? I can't remember what his name was. One of the lesser known Catan shards. But and then there is the effort. There is like an orbital station where the current chapter reside, and they are basically rebuilding Sotha from the ground up with very expensive time and labor, but it's happening. So it'll once again be, I say it's probably B.
It's probably
fine. Sotha was kind of like, again, it's in Ultramars, like it's like not as nice Macragge, like mini Macragge. It was okay. Obviously it got destroyed, but other than that, the average life on Sotha was actually not that bad, and they had lots of their own traditions, and I guess stable enough to be like they had wheat farms and growing stuff like that. So, yeah.
It's like it's humble brights, barbarous. It's like we're all farmers, but we're not cringe. Sotha, and to be fair, they grew up on a planet that had a Necron teleportation device in it.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. Couldn't have had Imperium Secundus without the Sotha device.
Cool tourist attraction.
The Pharos device, yes, Pharos. Because is it Pharos device and the planet is called Sotha, or is it the Sotha device on Pharos?
Sotha is the planet.
It's a Pharos. Yeah, fair. Skull found another one in the Silent King book.
Yeah,
and he just knows how to use it because he's the goat.
He learned how to use them.
Where are we putting so far?
I'd put it B, probably next to Aurelia. It's probably just as this. It's probably the same existence almost.
Also, you beckoned me to add the Wolf Spear's homeworld.
Oh, fine. Yes,
Ulfheim.
because this is in another Belisarius call book. Ulfheim was okay. It was like a big parade ground during the Indomitus Crusade. Fun fact about Ulfheim: for about 10 years, every single time night came, demons attacked. They only attacked at night because the warp was thin there. So the Wolfspear chapter just had a daily ritual of like attacking, like defending against demon attacks. And the world is probably, again, is like kind of like not Fenris, but like mini-ish Fenris. It will be like that. What the hell Belisarius call it was they were able to activate Necron pylons that are on Ulfheim. And he spends the whole book trying to work out how to do that, by the way. And so it does, it is sort of recovering and being made nice. The average life on Ulfheim is probably, I mean, it's only really in the chapter, like the chapter's service. And that being said, it's quite nice because the Space Wolves have sent members of the Space Wolves to join this chapter. And so basically it's now turned into slightly warmer Fenris, and they get served beer and they have like feasts and shit like that. So maybe not A, but I would honestly put it at the bottom of B because it's not a hellish existence, but you know, there's some difficulties, but like the normal day life is actually not that bad.
Okay.
Sounds right.
These are all Astra Militarum, so we'll maybe do them another day.
Astra Miller,
What?
Astra Miller
The last one I added a bit of a joke picture. This is Birmingham, chapter of the Harbingers. Sorry, I took a picture of Birmingham. Where do we put Birmingham? It's a bunch of fly tipping.
tell me what that is.
I live near Birmingham.
It's like a bunch of like
It's trash. It's trashy.
Oh, I see. I
It's
see.
just
Trash.
trash.
Yeah.
And this is a genuine picture from a fly tipping incident in Birmingham. I'll have you know.
Lovely.
This is Birmingham.
It's trash
Where do we put
bags.
Birmingham? And bear in mind, it's like let me see. Birmingham.
I live near Birmingham, so I don't want to
I'll do it.
get people in my neighborhood.
Yeah, it receives almost no visible sunlight from the system's sun. As a result, the world receives few visitors from the wider Imperium, England/UK, and its inhabitants have become linguistically and culturally isolated. Its technology is primitive and pre-industrial compared to the rest of the Imperium, England. For instance, the favored weapon among the natives is still the black powder musket. The desolate world was again the site of conflict during 888.M41, where the Skulltakers attacked, and then they left. The population has recovered enough to once more serve as a source of recruitment for the Imperial Guard. Birmingham now also is the chapter planet of the Harbingers. This is a bit of a joke one to like be clear, but also it's like, it's Birmingham. All right, there, I'm the Harbingers. I'm a space marine. I'm going to mess
Put it in
you
D
up.
tier. Put it in D tier.
I'm going to mess you up, mate.
Put it in D tier, please.
What my detail?
Just to stop the accent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, Claire hates it when I do any like Brummy or like Northern accents. Like, stop it. Stop that right now. It's so it makes me feel bad.
Sean Bean, and you bastard.
Hello there, it's me, Sean Bean.
It's
I
a successful tier.
bloody love all Space Marines, but I particularly love the Harbingers because they come from Birmingham, even though I'm from Sheffield. And
Isn't he from
Uh,
Leeds?
he's from Sheffield.
Oh,
the
of
Arctic
course, isn't he?
Monkeys. Is it the Arctic Monkeys? I love
Yeah.
an indie band. I'm Sean Bean. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Sheffield is in
Sean Bean.
Yorkshire.
Yeah.
It's hilly as F. I went to Sheffield once. I'm like, why are the streets
I've
like
been once.
vertical? That sucks.
I
Stayed
thought it
with
was
a friend, I'm
actually
like-
I thought it was all right. I liked it.
It was fine until like I stayed with my friend who lived on like a vertical line. I'm like, how do I get up that hill? I was like, I don't have a rope to like pull me up.
Pray.
I don't have
roll,
like claws to. It's like that's impossible.
stop, drop, and roll. Well, that is the homeworld tier list. Of course, many of you, we did say at the beginning, many of the like iconic Space Marine chapters are fleet based, and then they just kind of, a lot of them maybe grab people from like certain homeworlds. A lot of them just grab them from anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, hide your kids, hide your wife, kind of thing. So, we can't really include them. Anyway, thank you guys so much for listening, for watching. Thank you, Warhammer 40,000 Tacticus, for sponsoring this. Thank you for believing us. Someone believes in us. Yes. Other than that, thank you guys so much, and we'll see you guys all really, really soon. Peace.
Bye-bye. Love you.
Brothers.
Like and subscribe.
Bye, everybody.
Please.